You gonna help? You gonna help, huh? Oh. Come on, you wanna come up here and help? It's okay, come on. Yes, there you go. Oop. Okay. What we got, May, huh? What we got? Matthew Laterra, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Get going here in just a minute. Just kind of trying to get the dog comfortable here. She loves being part of this, loves going for rides, so got a little trailer coming for her in a couple of days. We're gonna be showing that on the channel as well. Little shorts or something, whatever we'll do. Hope you're doing well today. Where are you from, Matthew? Where are you, in the States or somewhere else? I don't remember where you're actually hailing from. You see out there? Can you see? Oh! Oh, okay. You added your last name in there. Nice. I got a dog you can scratch. Okay. Well, thanks. Thanks for your permission. I'm probably going to pass on the offer. We got Kraken in here. XXXXXX. So what's up, Matthew? Hope you're doing well today. What time of day is it over there anyway? Yeah, no worries, Kraken. I like to have fun too. May's a great dog. She's a rescue from Louisiana, all the way down Louisiana, and I'm here in Rhode Island, so about 1,700 miles she came to be with me. Somebody left her on a boat ramp down there, and guy took her home, couldn't take care of her, and there's an agency up in Massachusetts that comes up here yearly. We have a program in Washington County here in the south end of the state. Yeah, and left on a boat ramp to die on top of it. She definitely didn't miss her boat getting here, man. But yeah, we have this thing every year in, what is it, October, National Adopt a Shelter Dog Month, and so they came up with about 15 other dogs, and I had picked her out a month ahead of time. And there's dogs from all over the country, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina. Most of the places where, they had a lot of the hurricane and storm and stuff like that. Oh, you got a dog, Jack. All right, cool, man. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Matthew, but there was a couple of shorts we put up with her. She's gained a little bit of weight, and my back's really been bothering me, so I haven't been able to carry her. But I took a laundry bag and tied the bottom of it so it was like half size. I just sling her over my shoulder, and she'd sit on my lap, while I was riding the bike, and we'd go off in the woods, and she'd run around and stuff. So, but I got a little trailer coming for her, man. So that'll be pretty awesome. Hopefully everything works out. Just got a new engine in. The other one I had on the bike was giving me all kind of problems, so just decided to start from scratch, so to speak. But let's see here. Oh, Firestar, welcome. My observers have observed, I guess, you're in a hurry to fail. Well, I'm not sure quite what you mean there, Firestar, but I'm definitely not in any kind of a rush. I don't even know what that's, a troll comment or you had some serious concern there. But either way, thanks for joining us. And this is a channel about motorized bikes. We do some ham radio stuff, and of course we have May here. But today, what we're going to be going over, and I'll probably do something later on with the engine unboxing. I just wanted to concentrate on this whole CDI aspect right now. In my last video, I did post a link in the top of that for this CDI. So if you're watching that now and you don't want to wait until it uploads, you can click on the other one there in the comments on how to build an engine, whatever it was called there. We're working on a motor for a customer. So that should be available to you. Yeah, thank you. It's just a 49 millimeter iron sleeve. I'm gonna be doing. Let me get this blind shot here, so you guys don't have a glare in your eyes. I'm gonna be doing some port work to it, and we may change the carb out. Thinking about putting the what is it? KDX or KTX 50. It's kind of like a PHGB or Nibby carb, something similar to that. But it's pretty decent looking. It's got two breather holes on the top, or tubes, and then of course the rest of it. So and for the money, it's not bad. I know a lot of people have succumbed to the PZ20 or 22 or whatever else. Yeah, that's the one. Yep. So I've had them before, and they've run well. What I would like to do with it, more than change the carb, is probably try to put some chrome rings in there. I have one that I was able to find. However, the diameter on that is not the circumference of it, but the actual thickness of it is a little bit slim. Let me see if I can bring it up here for you to show you. So here it is here, and this is a standard ring. So you can tell probably just by looking at it, it's like twice the size and thickness. So with that going up and down, I don't know if the extra play will cause, too much tension on it and it would end up snapping. So it's something I've got to think about. May just get a whole new piston for it if possible. Even if we have to do some work at the machine shop with getting that board out to the right diameter. In reality, you're supposed to run steel rings on chrome. Your freeze-dried chromium or nickel cell, whatever you have in a typical cylinder. So that's that material there. That's the chrome. So you're supposed to run steel on chrome, which they give you the cheap Chinese rings. But then if you're, running steel on steel, it really doesn't make any sense. Why they send them out like that, I really don't know. But kind of a pain in the butt. But we're going to figure out what to do with it exactly as we go along. Right now, I just got to get it apart and check all the casting and put the timing wheel on it and see if it's even in need of any kind of adjustments. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Something similar to that. Yeah, it's very, very similar to Delorda carburetor. The play is no good. You want them free but not loose. Yeah, yep. So exactly. Caveman is here. What's up, Caveman Mechanics? Caveman, we got our good friend Matthew on today. He's from the Czech Republic. Very nice fellow. If you're not subscribed to him, do hit his little wrench and give him a sub and jump back in here, man. Definitely, guys can hook up, baby, and share videos or watch each other's videos, whatever there. Good morning, Roger. Looks like we're talking about jug plating and rings. Well, I just got sidetracked. I just wanted to show Matthew a little bit about what I was thinking about on this engine we just got in. I'm gonna go over that probably later today. So we'll do some, take it apart, show everybody everything, check the casting, simple stuff, give you guys some tips on what you can do to make them run a little bit better without really doing too many modifications right out of the box. But hey, Raul's here. Good morning, Raul. Raul Duke's in the house. It says, I'm wondering what to build as my next daily engine. Different. I'm experimenting with chainsaw carb modifications. Yeah, see, I'm interested in the Avenger 90cc motor. They provide a stroker crank. Okay, well, whatever you like. I mean, there's plenty of great options out there. I think for anybody that's looking for a really good daily dependable engine, I hate to mention Bikeberry, but they do have the BT 100 version 2, and I did quite a bit of modification to the original engine, and it was one of the best I ever had. Power from top to bottom, didn't have to pedal, easily do, close to 60 miles an hour, and it wanted to keep soft seizing, so that was the only problem that I had with it. Power Stone Engines is here. Okay, awesome. Let me see, I'm gonna add you as a moderator, brother. Guys, if you don't know who Power Stone Engines is, please check him out as well. Hit that wrench, a little box will come up. It says go to channel. Go up and hit his subscribe and then hit the back arrow. He has got some really, really interesting stuff going on. Gentleman's over in Africa somewhere, I believe. If I'm not right about that, I apologize. But he's put up a couple of different things over the past year on electrical system components. And yeah, it looks really, really interesting. I'm not quite sure. He's got it running off the battery to a jumper. I'm not sure if there's a regulator or a control module in there as well, or that's something else. But yeah, definitely want to try. I did thank you for the links. Was able to find those. I had a little bit of a problem where it said like www and .com. It didn't want to load, so I just took a photo of it and then cut and pasted it into AliExpress. But he's got a step modulator, which allows you to take your 6-volt current and turn it into a 12-volt current. So my idea with that was not only to be able to, if you did want to run lights, instead of adding, I know I have a video in one of my playlists on the wiring system for lights there, and I think the link's probably still active. I haven't checked it in a while. But there's a little 12-volt, another stator coil, if you want to call it that, for all intents and purposes. It sits on the magnet, and then you can run those on 2 separate relays, one for the lights and one for the spark itself. But yeah, thanks for the enthusiasm and the encouragement with that, Power Stone. Hope you guys hook up with him. You should have that little blue wrench in front of your name now. You should be able to do the same thing if you get back into the chat, brother. Let me catch up on this stuff here real quick. Raul, good morning, says Caveman Mechanics. Heard good things about the Avenger 85, YD 85. Yeah, they're calling them on eBay. They do sell them a little cheaper than some of the other guys. I mean, obviously they're trying to make a penny. It's a few bucks more, a few bucks less. But they're not listed as an Avenger. They're listed as a Shadow. Shadow 80 or Shadow 85, something to that effect. Full kit assembly, comes with the pipe, or I think one of them comes with an expansion pipe instead of the stock, not stock pipe. But you can look that up if you're able to find those. Matthew, I'm sure, I don't know if you guys have eBay over there. I would imagine you do. But that's what I would recommend if you wanted to just kind of search that out a little bit more. Um, what I can tell, the piston on the Avenger 90 comes to top dead center. Well, that's good, man. I mean, I really haven't had any, time or money to look into them. Um, like I said, for me right now, it's just a matter of just having an engine to get around. I'm still working on my billet case. Uh, I'm yet to decide what I want to do as far as maybe just using a KDM magnet and standard stator arms and probably get a treatland coil for it, CDI, I mean rather. So it's kind of where I'm at with that right now. And I was thinking about putting a bigger box on the back of it. I can show you guys what I'm referring to. So basically, let's see if I can get this. See if I can get this turned around for you here. So on the back of this cylinder, the stage 6, obviously you're gonna put your reed pedals in there, and then I have the adapter for that as well. But they have kind of like a larger, it's like a big bore box, and it just kind of comes up on an angle, and then you can put a full reed set, like a V-force reed or something like that in there, and then hook your carb up off of that. So I really just want to get that thing up and running. I don't care if it goes 1,000,000 miles an hour. I'm sure it's going to be wicked fast as it is, but this is the engine we just finished up the other day that I was telling you guys. If you look up on the videos there, if you want a link to the CDI information, that's already posted in there. But I'm going to be taking the plug out at some point today, taking this cover off, and I got to get my my PSI gauge out of there, check what we've got for compression in here. So I just want to have a number. I'm really not that concerned with it, but I'd like to know what it does have right now. So usually something you want to do when you have a carb hooked up to it and it's on a bike and you pedal it 4 or 5 times, and then all the pressure is there. I don't even know if I can do it just by trying it like that, but anyway, let's see here. BT100's next favorite, but I can't get it here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Matthew. Yeah, hard time shipping stuff over there, man. A little box this big we were gonna send you was like $80 or something. It's so outrageous, man. I'm terribly sorry. When are you planning on posting the ride of the 47.6 China doll? I don't know. It's gonna be oh, the engine out. That was for a customer. Or if you're talking about what the Op One Zilla Challenge 50 mile an hour or whatever. I don't even have a this engine that just came in is a 49, so I don't even have one of those right now. Mike's here. Thanks for being here, Mike. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Saying hi to everybody there. Guys, I'm going to get into it. We've been going on for a while, and I do get sidetracked. I apologize. I just want to bring this to everybody's attention, not to take away from Groovy. They do have some decent products over there. A lot of people buy their upgraded magnet or whatever you want to call it, and if you were to look at some of the pictures from that video that I just did the other day, it's like 12 minutes long on that engine we were just talking about. You can see in there that the Groovy magnet has kind of like a print that's pressed on the front of it. And they say they're a little bit stronger. So not only that, there's supposed to be more wraps in the coil. I found this on eBay, and it is pretty much what either Gomax or Groovy sells, at a fraction of the cost, half the cost, I want to say. I think Gomax is probably considerably cheaper than Groovy. And if you were to reach out to Gomax personally and talk to him either by email or on Facebook or whatever under the chat, I think his name's Scott Fitzpatrick, if I'm not mistaken. But he's worked with me a couple of times and sold me extra parts that he's had laying around. So definitely give him a shout out as well. This is your magnet. Trying to show you guys. As you can see at the end of here, these are heavy duty magnets, and they are coated. You can see the red paint on them. This is a really, really nice piece too. The grommets on this are like super wide and flush. There's no way that this thing is gonna come like loose if it's spinning and something got in there and hit it. None of these are gonna break off, shear off. It shouldn't come loose at all. So definitely really looks good so far, just in that in itself. The next thing that came with this kit, again, this is the red and black wired CDI. You can see it's got the red on it. I don't know if that's, does that make it any better? Is it a manufacturer thing? Who knows? But this is what else came with it. We got a three-prong. Eric D. Small just joined us. Thanks for being here, Eric. I'm going to interrupt this real quick, everybody. We'll give him a little wrench. Eric, you should have a wrench now, so you can click on anybody's name, and it'll say go to channel. You hit subscribe, and then hit the back arrow in the box, and you'll be right back with us without losing the feed. You don't have to write somebody's name down, try to find them later, and get to run around. So yeah, we got a 3-prong plug here, which is typically you'd buy through like a scooter store. I'm trying to show you the inside. You might not be able to make it out, but it's kind of like a bluish purple. Then I can't even think of the name of this, the part that sticks out right now. Anyway, it's like, it's iodide. My words are not coming out good this morning. Anodized. So, yeah. So we've got those 3 things so far. This is why I ordered it, though. You got the black and red CDI. Boom. These things typically last a really long time. I've taken these things apart before, not this specifically, but if you were to cut this open and just go through that whole side with like, a hacksaw or something, and then break this open, all that's inside of these is a steel rod, kind of like your bucking bar or something, but just a little bit thicker, more like, a con rod bushing. And then there's little like sections divided off. So there's a wrap, then there's a wrap, then there's a wrap, and that just gathers up the electricity and pushes it through fire and forget. Obviously, if this was an electric component CDI, there might be a switch on here to adjust the signature when the firing actually hits. But that's always been my one peeve with these motors. For as cheap as they really are well made. Many people do complain, but they don't really understand, I suppose. It's all part of the hobby, being able to adjust the timing the way you want it or just run it stock. Yeah, you're welcome, Eric. I tried those plugs recently, and they are super. Power Stone Engine says. Awesome. Yeah, man. I don't know if you're able to get them over there. We have here in the United States, it's a NHRA, the Pro Stock Motorcycles. It's called an E3.32. E332. E.32. And that plug also has a different shape on it. It's still a two-prong plug, but when it comes up in the middle, there's a bar across that has kind of like a little diamond spot cut into it. And if you, I don't remember the name of the exact channel. I want to say it's like Farm Tech or something like that, but they do a lot of reviews on there. And they showed this against like Valvoline. They showed the NGK. They showed this one here, I think, whatever it was. They did 4 or 5 different plugs, and they did a burn off on the same component, and the E332 outperformed everything by like hours. Better spark, longer, running, better burning on the fuel efficiency. So I know most guys, if you look at Smolik Performance or anybody else that's been in the field for a long time, they're going to recommend the NGK to you. Myself personally, there's nothing wrong with it. I do like the E332. And one more thing I would add, if you can get an NGK Iridium, Power Stone, that might be easier for you, or even Matthew, it might be easier for you. Being in another country, you might not have to pay the exuberant shipping fee that we have on those. I know they come out of, I want to say, Italy or Germany and Australia, but the Iridium plug, I don't have the number right off the top of my head. It's but you'd want to cross-reference with that with your standard NGK BHRS 7, whatever it is. And then it's, instead of spending, $7 or $8 on the plug, you're probably looking at $25, $30. But the difference is night and day. There's just no way to compare, and they do run exceptionally longer and well. Not that you're probably going to have a problem with the NGK plug in the first place and need to worry about that, but just a tip for you guys. There's very few things in these engines that can go wrong, and this right here is the problem. So again, like I was saying, that's always been my pet peeve. If you look up on like Google, Chinese people leaving factory, or maybe even on YouTube, you see these factories, the gates open, you got 2,000 guys on motorized bikes leaving the place. How hard is it to spend just a few more cents and either, if it's a steel jug, put in a chrome ring, or the only other thing is these CDIs, these burn out. I don't know why they can't just, make them just a little bit better. But again, special shout out Power Stone Engines. If you look on his videos, he's got the box in there. So you can take your 6-volt and turn that into 12-volt. Again, I'm not sure if you need a power regulator or that you can just trust that to operate on its own. There probably is some wiring that you have to do, and I'm sure he'll be putting up more information on that. He did say he was going to the other day. Even if he doesn't, if you got a little bit of a head on your shoulders, wiring system's a loop, positive, negative, it comes off of here and it gets connected to whatever, and then one side's positive, one side's negative. If you want to put an off switch in here, you cut this wire and you put the switch in and get a little toggle switch, on, off, whatever. It's not all super complicated. And you can check my playlist. I don't have all the information there that you might need, but I'm sure there's relevant information that'll help you. Not only the videos I've done, but some of the other video links that I have in there that people have tried to help with. So, yeah, but if they could just get like this KTM magnet in there, or just wrap these things a little better, or whatever it is they need to do. You know, I mean, China's like a communist country. You know, you get shot in the head for not showing up, or they don't pay you and your family starves. You know, I guess, you know, with 6 billion people, maybe they don't care, but you'd think that with that many people, that even though it is a communist party, being able to act together and having a voice would, you know, make the change themselves possibly. But here we are trying to figure out a solution. So anyway, it is what it is. But let me get back in the comment here. Let me see what it says. The shipping to my part of the world is a challenge for me, so I am only able to get stuff from AliExpress. Okay, that's good to know, brother. Yeah, thank you for the information. I don't know if you need parts or something like that. Need help somehow, and I'm able. I'm willing. Definitely willing, whether I'm able or not. I don't know what you guys use there, if it's like DHL or if there's, you know, whatever it is, not American Express, whatever, Express, you know, worldwide, or UPS worldwide. If there's something that we can help ship over to you and it's not an arm and a leg, definitely look into my playlist under my favorites. Either favorites or favorite rides, I can't remember which, but there's a video in there with our email. Be happy to, you know, if you use WhatsApp or you got Apple phone, try to communicate somehow. Let's see here. I bought a motor off a Bike Berry, and a spark plug is a Wix. Yeah, E6TC, something like. Yeah, I think there's this one right here. I'll show you this one so you can have a reference if you want to try to find this. This is Z4JC. Z4JC. Let me just real quick, I don't want to get into this engine till later on, but let's try to, sorry. I'm trying to just rip the top of this open, make sure this fits in there properly. Yeah. So, goes right in, threads right in. So, if you want to try this plug, I'm pretty sure they have them on eBay. You just look up Moped 3-prong spark plug. And you can also add that in as a reference if need be. Z4JC. So hopefully that helps somebody out there. I don't know. Sometimes I have had a problem with them one time. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember if the plug burned out or if maybe there wasn't enough spark coming from the CDI to run it. But 9 out of 10, they're a pretty good deal. We got Aussie Chicken here. What's up, girl? What's up? Good morning. Oh, good morning to you. Good early morning, I should say. It's probably 4 or 5 o'clock over there in Australia. Nice to have you. Thanks for being with us. I got to check up on all these. I never heard. So, okay, I've got that. Those are common in like Chinese small engines. Yeah, what the one he said there, yeah, like Z, whatever it is, EJ something. 2:50 a.m. Wednesday morning. All right, cool. It's 10:40 roughly. And it's the morning Tuesday. You're a whole day ahead of us? Wait a second. Wow. Yeah, well, you are a day ahead of us. I didn't realize it was such a time difference, though. I was thinking it was like a few hours. Wow, that's incredible. So that's my fortune teller, everybody. If you don't know who Aussie Chick is, go over and check her channel out. And give her a thumbs up and subscribe. All the good stuff there. So, yeah, anybody else, you know, I got lots of parts here, lots of extra parts. And I'm happy to pass on anything that I am not using or won't be using anytime soon. And it's usually just a matter of paying the shipping. If it's going to be outrageous, obviously, you know, it's not going to help anybody. But, you know, even if I have the money myself, I'm willing to try to help ship stuff out for free to people that subscribe to the channel as well. So However we can help the next person. God's been so good to me, and happy for this day. Happy to be alive. Happy to be sober and have a brain that I can use. And yeah, interesting things are going on. So let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, I was waiting for. This is the J Bavlin 3, we're going to call this one. We had the blue bike the first 2 times, which was a Kent bike. And this is a Raleigh full-size frame, 27, 27, yeah, 27 and a half inch or 700, 700, whatever you want to call. 700 times, oops. 700 times 42 and 28 times 1.6. So these on here are actually a 28. Yeah, anyway, full size frame, 29 incher. I had ordered a new handle grip set for it. We just got the engine. We didn't get the full kit, but had an extra gas tank already. We took the stock chain off of here. This is a 41P, it's called 41P or a 41P roller. And it's like an industrial chain, and it will fit in your engine just as well, just like the 415. The 415 that comes with your bike, I would always recommend upgrading that to a 415H. If you're able to, the H is hardened. The steel does not stretch. It still has plenty of play, but it will last an incredible amount of time in comparison to the other chain. And a lot of times, the links want to separate on those, and then it causes problems, and they snap, whatever. But I ordered this just because it was super cheap. I want to say I picked up this whole thing for 10 bucks or less. It does have the aluminum casing for the throttle, but this was the thing that I really wanted. For I think it's 7 and change, 8 bucks. You get just the cable. So for like $2 or $3 more, why not just have a fresh set of grips? But this is a 38-inch cable. I want to make that clear to everybody that's watching that, so on a motorized bike, you do not need a 50-inch cable. A lot of the cables that they sell on eBay, if you look up motorized bike or mini bike, moped, whatever, there is a difference. The stock cable that comes even with your kit that you get, I believe, is 50 inches long. This is 38 inches long. So instead of having 38 inches, that's 2 more inches, and then that puts you up. So it's an extra foot. So that instead of having this come over here, all the way across, up, around, down, back in, you can just go straight across and down to your carburetor. So it just cleans the bike up, removes all that clutter and extra problems that can develop there. But we're going to be starting putting some more of this together probably tomorrow. I'm wanting to spend some time with my father. I think he might make it over here. Could do a little work outside, just clearing a trail for the dog in the woods, but depending on the weather, we'll just have to see how it goes. But yeah, definitely look for maybe a video, another live stream later today, maybe this afternoon, or if not today, tomorrow for sure. We'll definitely be getting into the engine. And if I, for some reason, can't do the live and go through everything and explain to you guys what I see in it, I'll definitely try to put up at least, a few 4 or 5 minute videos. I'm not sure how much time you guys have in a day yourself. Life for me is like that too. Some days are just super slow, and other days I don't have time to even talk to my girlfriend. So, but yeah, either way, however you can get it, however you can take it, however you can help us. Appreciate every one of you being here. Eric Small says Raleigh is like the upper echelon as far as grade. Yeah, it's an older bike. 19. I think that one's 1986 or something. Made in the U.S. Great back end. The dropouts on it are really wide. I was gonna run a single gear in that. Let me see where I have it, if it's here. I think I already put it outside, but I had a single gear axle that came off of the Kent bike that I had been saving, the back tire, and it wouldn't even fit in here. Like this, it was like, nope, I'm too short. So this is cool. I mean, it's these are a quick release on here, but I looked when I took to change the tire out. These are rated to 125 psi. Good, sturdy quality. I haven't actually got the gauge on here, the spoke gauge or spoke key, whatever you want to call it. But those, depending on what they are, if it's 10, 11, 12, whatever, the key fits on there to the reciprocating size. I'm looking at this and I want to say they're not, it's not as thin as some of them, but it's not quite as thick as the 12 gauge. So this might be, it might be like, I don't know. I'm really not sure. But anyway, it looks like a really good setup though. It's nice and strong. We don't have the, like on this one here, how we got a real nice wide grab on the axle there. This is a thinner axle, so we're going to use the rag joint on there instead of putting a sprocket adapter on it. But it should be a pretty good setup. I've got the extra seat posts there that we're going to put down inside of here to reinforce this. I've had, I don't know, over the past years I've been doing just this YouTube channel, maybe 10 different bikes we've ridden anyway. And the two key points of failure that I've found is either going to be back in here. So you can take a piece of steel, like a steel plate, and weld it in there if you have the capability of doing that. And to strengthen those up, not necessarily needed, but one of the other breaking points on these bikes, there is 3 of them, but this is 2 of them. And these are the most common anyway. The other one's up on the front of the bike. But if you take your steel and even if you just don't do the whole thing, on a 26-inch frame, I want to say you can get by with just 2 seat posts. On this one, you need 3, but you can, and then you have to kind of trim them. You have to take about like that much off the end, like a good 2 inches off. Because if you don't, when you stack them, you end up with like the seat post up there, and then you really don't have a good space for the seat you're sitting on. But if you even just take the 1 extra seat post and drive it all the way to the bottom, that's going to give you all this extra support where your engine sits. So, and then of course on the top of these, where they're beveled in, so that you can hook the seat on, those just interlock. Even if you have to cut the bottom off of that, how it's rounded out right there, the top of that will then fit into the next seat post. So that they link together, if you follow my drift there. But yeah, just a few different little tips. We got J Ray here. Thanks for showing up, J Ray. What's going on with you today? All right. Eric says, catch us on the next video. Yeah, thanks, Eric. J Ray, I'm sorry to. So good to see you. Happy New Year's to you. God bless you, you and your family, and everybody else out there too. We are going to be wrapping it up here. Again, look for us later today. We're probably going to be doing the new engine unboxing that we're going to be putting on that bike that I was just showing everybody. So definitely look forward to that. I'm looking forward to that, and hope to see you guys all soon. If for some reason I don't have the time to do it, I do apologize, but I'm do my best to make a video for everybody. So until we see you next, be well, harm none, Godspeed. And if nobody told you today, you're worth it. God loves you. Somebody cares about you. Keep your head up. Keep the rubber side on the road. Keep your head on a swivel. Wear a helmet, please, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Yeah, you too, Caveman Mechanic. Thank you so much for being here, brother. Thanks for the support. Thank you, everyone, for the support on the channel.